welcome. If you are new here, or welcome back if you have been here before. I am Freya, this is Budgie Budgets, and today's Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we cash stuff, you guys. Now things are a little bit different. I don't know how much you guys are going to be able to tell. I do apologize if it takes me a little bit to get used to. I am filming in a completely different room, completely different area, completely different setup. It's just become impossible for me to film standing up, which is what I was doing before. So if I want to keep going, I have to make some accommodations for myself. So that is what I have done. I will preface this video by saying I feel terrible today. So we're just going to try and get this done. But if I'm a bit all over the shop, that is why. I just really want to get this filmed just in case they put up some more temporary fencing next door last night. I don't think they're allowed to come and do things like that at night time, but they were here at like 9:30 p.m. Assembling some more temporary fencing. So I think they're securing it, getting ready for demolition. I hope. I can't wait until it's gone, to be honest. It still smells. It still smells really bad. So yeah, I don't want to try and film while they're doing that because I imagine it's going to be really very noisy. So yeah. Would there be more or fewer divorces if people could read each other's minds? Oh, that's a tricky one. I suppose it depends on the person. Like, I feel like for some people it would be less because if they could read their partner's mind, they would be able to help them more with things that they need and don't want to ask for, things like that. But also, obviously, yeah, if you're having any kind of dodgy thoughts and your partner can read your mind, that is a marriage ender, I would have thought. So I think on the whole, probably more. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. That was an interesting one. Okay, so you might also notice that we have some different binders going on. I know everyone is doing their 2025 setups. A lot of people seem to be adding binders to their setup. I am trying to take binders away. I'm just trying to streamline things a little bit. So I have done some shuffling. I think I'm only one binder down, or maybe two. But yeah, there'll be different envelopes in different places. The colored envelopes are just going to be all over the shop. I just want to test out and see whether or not this is something that works for me, and then I will consider whether or not I want to change all of the envelopes to match in each thing, or whether I'm happy to leave them different colors. I actually don't mind the effect. But yeah, I'll just say I have no energy to be making envelopes even for myself at the moment. So it's not going to happen anytime soon. I do have my Christmas binder lined up here, but there's nothing in it because I just can't at the moment. So I just want to try and keep on cash stuffing if I can. That's the important part, right? So today we have a pretty small cash stuffing today, just because we're putting money aside for other things. We had a bigger takeaway budget this week. I spent some money on clothes, things like that. So we've got 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 90, 300, 310, $320 to cash stuff today. Yay. And I have taken my challenge money out of that already and set it off to the side. Just normally I have that left over, but I don't know. I just haven't today. Okay, so I do have some lights on because it's a little bit dull in this room. I don't get as much natural light in here, so I do apologize if it's a bit glary. Subscriptions is getting nothing, but ambulance is getting its regular 5. I've just realized that I don't have any of the pens that I normally use. So we might just have to wing it a little bit. Did I leave them in here? I did. Okay. I'll just use this one for now. It's just going to be messy while I work this out, you guys. But I just want to test and see if it works first before I go in and start clearing off all sorts of trackers and whatnot. So 50, 55, 60, The ambulance one is already green only because I had that originally. I had ambulance in my bills binder. So basically this one is now just entirely bills. That's like subscriptions. I do want to get some more extra envelopes to split my subscriptions out separately. I'm not vibing with how this is working, having them all in the one envelope. So I'm going to try and change that up as well. 5 is going to security. Yeah, we'll just see. We're just playing with it and we'll just see what happens. It might work, it might be a disaster. And if it's a disaster, I can always change it back. So 20, 30, 35, and $40 in security now. I actually have to have a look when that subscription's due because I have no idea at all. Water is getting its normal 20. And so that has 250, 270 in there now. Whoops. Electricity is getting 50. Oh, it's so cool coming to the end of these trackers for the year. So I made all of these ones have 52 icons so that I knew that I was putting in my weekly amount each time. So we have 500, 600, 650, 660 in electricity. That bill still hasn't come. I don't know when to expect it, to be honest. 50 going into gas as well. But my gas bill did come and I did not think that was due to arrive yet, but that's got now 200, did I already count that? 200, 250, 270, 290, 300 in gas, and the bill was 287 because obviously we haven't been using our heater at all, which is what normally chews a lot of gas in our house. 30 going into phones. Now advent calendar wise, phones now have 200, 300, 320, 330, 340. I will be opening them, but I don't want to spoil it anybody. So what I'm going to do is wait until the 12th of December and then I will open day 1 of the standard calendar and day 1 of the deluxe version. Rather than, I was going to go through and do 1 through 24 because that's just the standard one followed by the deluxe one. Basically, that's how I packaged it up. But yeah, for anyone who only bought one or the other, or particularly for those who only bought the standard one, I didn't want to spoil them on my own channel and know that other people who have the 24 are opening them. So please be careful. Don't watch those videos if you don't want to be spoiled, if you've got the 12-day one and you want it to be a surprise. But yeah, that's how I'll do it. And then that way you'll get to see side by side which was in the standard one and which was in the deluxe version, I guess, as well, which is a nice little added bonus, maybe. I don't know. But that's how I thought that was probably the best way to do it. And I'll probably do it in my videos, like I'll show them in my videos, but I'll do like shorts and I'll do reels on Instagram if I'm well enough. That's the hope. That's the plan. But we'll just have to see how we go. Now that is entirely not the right marker for that, but I also don't know, I think it's this one where I put that marker. Now I'm just putting $10 in car insurance today because I am a little bit in front in this one. And I needed that money elsewhere this week. So 200, 300, 320, 340, 350 in car insurance. So that is good. Registration is also only getting a 10. These will go back to normal next week. So that now has 130 in there. And car service is also getting a 10. I still haven't done anything about that tire, you guys. I know it's really naughty. I do need to get onto it because we're probably going to be driving a lot around Christmas time, like pretty significant distances, and that feels naughty. So I will try and get it looked at next week or at the end of this week, I think. 200, 220, 230, 240 in car service now. And yeah, I'm probably going to have to pinch money from there for the car tire unless they can, unless they decide they can patch it somehow. But I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. Okay, so this is now, so sorry, obviously that's the car binder. I just changed the actual binder. I haven't bought anything new. Nothing is new. I've not purchased anything. I've just reshuffled what I already had. So family fun is getting a 20. We still haven't been to see Wicked. It just got too complicated over the weekend to go and see it, but I do really, really want to see it. So hopefully this weekend. So we've got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 in family fun. That's awesome. Clothes is getting skipped. It did get money, but I put it straight into our account. And then we've got shoes, hair, skincare, beauty, books, dates. These are all getting skipped. Toys and treats for the dog. Work expenses is getting 5 for hubby. Now, where have I put the blue? There it is. Okay, so 55 in there for him now. And then what else is getting money in here? Grocery extras is getting a 10. This is great. It's building up quite quickly, which is really nice. Now I think I made these $5 each. I wish I had it written on there and I still haven't. So this has 20, 40, $55 in there. And then home is getting a 5. We're just going to change over. Same again, I happen to have a blue house envelope from how I had things set up originally. So I'm just repurposing. I keep all of my envelopes, you guys. I have a massive stack. It's actually almost embarrassing, the number of spare envelopes that I have, but they all have labels on them, obviously, from, how I had things set up when I very first started. So garden's just getting a 5. We're going to start adding to this weekly. And appliances is getting skipped. So that is everything for in there. I might pop that one in there. Whoops. Okay, and then school is getting a 20. So this is like the only one where I think only one envelope is slightly different. And I've taken a couple out. So $30 in school now. I've got a second school. This is going to be excursions. So I want to separate out random school expenses and school fees from school excursions. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Uniforms getting skipped, sports getting skipped, books is getting 10. Is that right? Yeah. And I didn't color all of these in yet. So that now has 250, 270, 280, 290, 295 in books. And photos is getting skipped. Tech is getting skipped, but school holidays is getting a 10. I'm a bit concerned about how little we have in school holiday funds for the summer. That is what it is. So $60 in there now, and that is everything. Whoops, get in there properly. That is everything for this binder. Whoops. And then medical, there's nothing, I'm not giving anything to the people. So these are all being skipped. They're all the same. I took out the specialist envelope because I'm just going to use this one for all doctors for now. Until we can stuff a bit more. It just felt a bit silly having that envelope there that was just never going to get stuffed. So vet's getting 10, so we can start building up what we've got for the dogs again. And I've just integrated the dogs into the family binder and the health binder because, I mean, our dogs are our family members anyway. I don't really So $70 now in their flea and worming treatment. I'm not sure if I'm going to like this setup, but we'll just see. I just figured fewer binders makes it easier to put them away as well, like into the safe, and things like that. All right, and now this is birthdays and events. So I've got the events at the back, birthdays at the front. So cost is getting 5, and we're up to purple. So this now has $220, $240, $250, which is a long way from where I want it to be, if I'm being honest, but that's okay. Her birthday's at the end of Jan, so I don't have long to kind of try and boost it up a little bit. My little ducky is also getting 5. Did I put that in there? I think I must have. So she has 155 in there. Whoops. And then my little dude is also getting a 5. So he has 50, 70, 85 in his one. And hubby is getting skipped and I am getting the last 10. I don't know why there's not a tracker in mine. I think I took it out to clean it off and it just didn't happen. So, but that's okay. I don't mind. Everything else in here is getting skipped. So I've just got a temporary Christmas envelope in here, just for like odds and ends until the end of the year, until I've had time to set this up. We'll just see how we go. I doubt we'll probably have very much to stuff in there for the rest of December, because obviously everything is kind of being spent. And then just to show you, all my challenge binders are the same, but this is the last one. So this has got like our goals in it. So it's got our mojo, the 18th for the kids, my super, our moving, new car, and then phones, watch, that'll be for a laptop, passports, just all the fun stuff, you know, all the big things that we want to save for. So we will see how we go with this setup. Like I said, before I do a big like unveiling, this is my setup for 2025, I just want to make sure that it functions. I'm not sure that I can't maybe slim it down a little bit more, but I think it's going to start making the binders a bit too chunky. So I think I'll probably leave it there for now. I am kind of tempted to just whack the car ones in with the bills, but yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go with it. And if it works, awesome. And if it doesn't, I'll change it back, because it was working well how it was. It just felt like I had a lot of envelopes in there that weren't getting enough love. And so it's just taking up room for no reason, especially if there was some kind of emergency or something and I have to get the binders out, and especially to put them in and out of the safe and things like that. So yeah, that is all from me for today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. It is disgustingly muggy in Melbourne. It's so humid. I can't stand it. So I am hoping that we get a bit of a cool change for the rest of the week, because that would be lovely. I hope the weather is nice wherever you are. I hope you guys are not too frantic in the end of year everything. I know the shops near me are crazy and everything feels so busy with school finishing up and everything. So I hope you're having as calm a time as you possibly can. And I will see you on Friday for a savings challenge video. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.